Hey, Pastor, it's Tom Scarella. Hey, I just wanted to encourage you about causing your church to grow. We're revivalists. Our passion is for revival in the nations and to see God's power demonstrated in the love of Christ shown to the lost. But I want to just speak to you just for a few minutes here about seeing your church grow this year. I know many of you that we've spoken to over the years. We've ministered in over 1,200 churches all over the world. And many of you have been frustrated and stuff like that with your church growing. And some people think that just, God's got a growth gun or something like that. And He only causes certain churches to grow for whatever sovereign reason and stuff. But let me just say this, that you can grow intentionally. Okay, and I want to give you 3 things real quick that I know will greatly bless your church and your ministry if you will try those and do them immediately. It does no good to have it as an idea, and I've seen the video now, Tom, and I've read it before, and then you don't do it. Okay, so there's something about just jumping out of the boat and doing it, okay? Because I pastored 8 years. I've been in traveling ministry over 20 years, but I pastored 8 years. And so there's several different things you can do intentionally today to cause your church to grow, okay? So I'm going to give you 3 to 4, however you want to word it, all right? And so number 1, have a faith goal. Have a faith goal. Every quarter, have a faith goal. Have an annual faith goal of how your church can grow, okay? How many do you want to see? If you have a small church, say for example, you're 50 people, say, okay, by January next year, 12 months from now, we want to see 100 people. Okay, so what are you doing every quarter to cause that to come to pass? Not just leave it up to God and His sovereignty to do it all. You have to do something. Put your hand to the plow. What are you going to do? What are you doing quarterly? Okay, this is what we're doing. We're doing this outreach. Okay, we're going to do give away, donuts or hot dogs in the park. Okay, you did that last year. Did it grow? No. Then you probably got to try something different. Okay, so number 1, you got to have a faith goal. If you don't have a goal, people don't know what to strive for. The late John Wimber used to say this, that no one will get on a bus if there's not a sign in the top part of the bus that says where the bus is going. They're not going to put money in it, and they're not going to get on it. And you know what? That's the same thing is true with churches. The majority of churches don't have anything about where they're going or what the money's going to. They just say, well, we're just a small church and we're just trying to survive and pay for the lights and stuff. People don't want to give to that. You got to have a faith goal. So number 1, have a faith goal that you have to push for and share it with the people. Don't keep it to yourself and your family. Let the burden fall on the whole congregation. This is our faith goal. Everybody's going for the same thing. Have fellowship Sundays, whatever it is you got to do. If it's, you live in the U.S. and maybe you're in a football area, have a football Sunday. Everyone wears their favorite football team shirt or whatever it is that you got to do. But have that faith goal and start to pump that out there. Number 2, the second thing is this, is when somebody buys a home, they go on what's called a new homeowners mailing list. Okay, some companies, they make their bread and butter on this, of just, meeting the needs of people who just bought a house in that particular region. So they say the average person that's going to get saved and come to a church is going to do so because they're displaced. Meaning they just moved somewhere and they don't know anybody. So when we moved to Florida, we knew nobody. Immediately the Baptist church sent us a letter the moment we closed on our house. It was like that following week, we were given a letter. Welcome to the community. Thank you for coming. We're a Bible-believing church. If there's anything we can do to help you in your transition, please call us. Here are some numbers you may want, and they gave us the utilities number and the police number and various different practical things. They didn't send us a CD of the pastor's sermon. They spoke to us practically, okay? And so who are those who are buying homes in your community? You know who they are? They're middle to upper class people that can fund the vision. Okay, some people spend all of their time reaching to the down and outers, but the down and outers can't fund it. Okay, so you got to have that middle to upper class so that they can help fund the vision. All right, so how do you do that? The way you can reach out to them is a new homeowners mailing list. You can get them now. They're so simple now. You can go online and you can get them right now for next to nothing, and they can mail it to you. We've done it before. We've encouraged ministers to do that before, and we've seen some of their churches grow as much as 400% in a year just by a new homeowners mailing list and a vision. Having a faith goal. So nothing but a faith goal and a new homeowners mailing list. We just talked to a pastor whose church grew 400% in the last year just by those two things. Okay, so those are critical things for you to do. Okay, number 3 is open up a YouTube a channel. Open up your own YouTube channel of your church. Nowadays, with nothing but your cell phone, you do a selfie video of yourself for under 5 minutes, and just say, "Hey, this is Pastor Johnson, and just sitting here with my family at McDonald's, and we're just laughing and cutting up. And hey, don't forget, God's on your side. We love you and praying for you guys." Post it on Facebook. Post it out there on YouTube. Okay, but do it on YouTube. YouTube is the second largest website in the world, and it will absolutely impact your ministry. We've had, just in the last several weeks, we've had people attend our meetings who never heard of us before outside of YouTube. Not Facebook, YouTube. YouTube, they saw our videos, they came, we've had people partner with us, we've had people come to our meetings and stuff. And yet the majority of churches, the only thing they do with YouTube is, if the pastor preaches his hour-and-a-half sermon on Sunday, they throw that video up there and think that's good enough. Well, the average YouTube video that's watched is under 5 minutes. The majority of YouTube videos, you look, is all under 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be the best sound and the best quality and the best mood light and the super duper high def 4K camera. It doesn't have to be that. It can be just your cell phone and just shooting clips of yourself. Hey, we're going into the service here. It's going to be an awesome meeting. Whatever. In a day and age that we live with reality television at an all-time high, it's amazing with a reality TV how much people want to watch it. Okay, so you can do that. You can impact people with YouTube. All right, so number 1, a faith goal. Number 2 is get a new homeowners mailing list. Number 3 is YouTube. Get a YouTube channel, your own YouTube channel, and just start to pump as many videos as you can out. Pump 2-3 a week. And the more you do it, the more people will begin to hear about you and stuff. And so begin to do that. Push that out there. Push the envelope as far as for growth in your church. If you don't push for it, nobody else will. Okay? So you got to do something to push that envelope, to get out there. And listen, God is going to breathe on that thing. God's going to bless that thing. And your church is going to grow. But you have to have a new mindset. You can't think like a little church. You got to think like a big church. God wants you to grow out of that mentality, and the way you do it, those 3 things alone will absolutely impact your city and impact those around you. People come from a long ways around to come to an on-fire church. So I pray that helps you. I pray that blesses you. We would absolutely love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. Our email's there. Our website, sharethefire.org. Shoot us an email, give us a call. We would love to hear from you. We love and appreciate you. Keep running with revival and run with the fire of God.